Hello, welcome to Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. I'm Scott. Now it's going to be a ventriloquist.
No, I'm not. I was just having a drink. I'm not going to try and drown myself.
We've got a tag video today. Now, we haven't been tagged. Well, we have been tagged. Summer at Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats has tagged everybody. Just everybody. Even if you don't have a booktube channel, she's tagged you.
You're it.
But this tag video she's created...
Sorry, everybody. With the jiggles. That was my fault.
This tag video she's created, she said that I was her inspiration when she watched that video where I read other people's best book of the year.
Oh.
Anyway, so if you haven't checked out Summer's channel, she's very new. And check her out because she's actually growing quite quickly for a newbie. So that's definitely a sign that people like her. I like her.
She's cute. And has cute cats.
Definitely. If you like seeing Brinny, but you prefer cats, try Summer.
Okay, questions.
Look at him. It's just so ridiculous.
Sit down.
And I've only got half my head in shot.
Because he doesn't know what it is. He's like, what do the people do when they sit in front of the... You don't know what we're doing, do you, buddy?
No understanding. But complete acceptance because he's an awesome dog.
He's dribble. He's so gross.
All right. Now, what's question one?
What book did everyone love, but you only liked?
Well, I'm going to go with The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I thought that book was average.
I'm going to go with The Senator.
I think we might
by
have
Megan Campesini.
very similar opinions about those two books, don't we? Very bland. You got the hiccups, mate.
Just potential wasted.
Come on, let's put you like that. Yeah, give me a cuddle.
Okay. Who's your favourite author?
Thomas Hardy.
Margtavia Butwood.
Margtavia Butwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question 3.
What subject do you love to read about?
I like to read about class.
I like to read about the world being broken and dystopian. What book are you not sure that you love?
Not sure that I love.
I think this is a hard question.
So I liked it, but I'm not sure that I loved it.
Yeah, you're teetering.
Animal Farm?
Ooh, that's a good one. The Parable of the Talents, which I'm halfway through and I'm not sure it's as good as the first one. What book has a cover you love?
Oh, I had an answer for this.
My answer is The Watchmaker of Filigree Street. It's a very cute cover.
I just want to go back to say that I do actually really like Animal Farm. It is a 5-star read, but when you say love, I mean like next level 5-star.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be like...
Yeah, I wasn't saying that The Parable of the Talents was shit either.
Yeah, I just felt like I was bagging one of my favourite books ever.
Yeah, okay.
Which...
Anyway, what book has a cover you love? Come on, there's a billion questions in this tag. We're never getting to the end unless you answer this one.
I had an answer and I've completely forgotten.
Right, you don't get to answer. Bow. Scott loses.
I lose.
10
no,
minutes.
I know the answer to this. I don't have it with me though because I've just bought it. I wanted to buy myself the box set of all the Hardy novels ever written because I love
They didn't make
Hardy,
it.
and nobody's making it. Like, what the fuck, publishers? Get your act together. It's not fucking good enough. Anyway, so what I decided to do was to find an edition that would have all the...
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've bought myself a novel from Thomas Hardy. I've bought myself a Return of the Natives a novel. Because of all the Hardy novels, I thought it had the best cover. And I can't really tell you why I like it, but I'll just put a little thing up in the editing. Yeah.
What book stayed with you the longest?
Stayed with me.
Yeah.
Scarred my brain. Well,
Scorched it.
Moby Dick scarred my brain, and not in a pleasant way. I'm still angry about that book.
I just distinctly remember you reading that book. In a very literal sense, Possum Magic is the first book I ever read, and I still remember parts of it well enough to quote. But that's not what the question means.
It's whatever you interpret it to mean.
Okay. What book do you love that you could recommend to anyone?
The Count of Monte Cristo. If you haven't read that book, I don't give a damn what genre you like. It's awesome. Read it.
The Book of Daniel. I don't know if everyone will like it, but I don't care. You should read it and give it a crack. It's so good. So good. What book lit your fire?
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Don't see. It's bad.
Try to set the night on.
Although, for you, that's relatively not painful.
Yeah. The Doors is my punk. What book lit my fire?
Yeah.
What does that actually mean? What book sparked my passion? What book
incensed your anger?
What book made me join a protest and set a bridge on fire?
Yeah, something
I
like
can't answer that, otherwise the government will lock me up. No bridges were harmed in the making of this video. That's a good question. I have to go for a book that I read a long time ago. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I can't. A lot of once you get to a certain age, you haven't read all the books, but you've read a lot of what goes on, so nothing surprises you as much.
I also think that your values and your way of thinking are much more fixed after a certain age.
But one of the earliest books I read was as a young adult was Down and Out in Paris and London by George Orwell, which is a book about essentially being poor and being homeless in Paris and London. And it just puts it into perspective how hard it would be to be homeless and how privileged and lucky we are to be able to eat a meal, and just the injustices that they faced. And it was just not something that I had considered at the time.
For me, it was, I'm going to say, Cry Beloved Country by Alan Paton, which is about two men searching for their sons in apartheid South Africa. One of the men is black and one of the men is white, and there becomes a very coloured by race. I think I was about 16 when I read it. I was aware of apartheid, but not cognizant of what it meant in terms of poverty and basic lifestyle differences. And this really painted a picture for me that I was able to understand on more emotional levels and less intellectualized, it's unfair levels. Yeah. Number 9, what was your favourite book as a teen?
Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. I really enjoyed that book. It's like a Jacobite novel.
Probably Cloud Street by Tim Winton. It had some parallels to my home life and was quite resonant for me. Number 10, what book gives you the most comfort?
Oh, what's a comfy read for me? I'm really comfy reading about people's miseries.
So anything by Thomas Hardy.
Jude the Obscure. Yeah, that's a comfy read for me.
So funny.
Especially the bit where the sun,
I want to say Natasha Pulley.
Oh, she's lovely.
She's lovely. It's really enjoyable and comfy. Yeah, that's good. Number 11, what is your all-time favourite book?
I've already mentioned it. It's The Count of Monte Cristo.
I find this question impossible to answer. I have been saying The Book of Daniel by E.L. Doctorow for years. But comparing books is like comparing children. It's just wrong.
No, you have a favourite kid. You all know who it is. It's the oldest.
You just say that because you're the eldest.
Yeah, but the eldest it's anybody. It's always the eldest or the youngest. Like, let's be fair. Middle kids just get left out.
Shh, Lauren will hear you. What book did you love that someone recommended but you wouldn't have picked up on your own?
Okay, so this is maybe twisting the rules of this question a bit, but we recently read The Picture of Dorian Gray with Danny from Spinelli Speaks.
Yes.
And it was our first ever buddy read.
Yes.
And what happened was that you sent Danny a photograph of your TBR, and she said back she had books A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And then a book was picked from those three.
Yeah.
Now, I'd already read Dorian Gray. I think I had already read all three of the books that you had.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dorian Gray, the first time I read it, was a 3-star read. It was all right, but whatever. And I was just happy enough to go along with the buddy read.
Yeah.
And then when I loved the book the second time, it was such a shock because I was just expecting to have another 3-star read and the same experience again, but
it's not what you had.
It's not what I had, and yeah.
I'm going to say Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance is one of my all-time faves and was handed to me by my friend who everyone refers to as Mixtape Dave. He
didn't give you a
liked it.
mixtape, he gave you a book.
I gained enough music for my music collection from good old Davo. But he gave me, I think he gave me his copy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wicked book. Excellent read. But I would never have picked it up, ever. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance? Sounds boring.
Can you now fix your bike?
No.
No.
Don't have one.
You should get that book for your dad. He's getting into motorbikes.
He won't read it. He doesn't read. Someone tried to make... he used to date a lady who read a lot when I was a young kid. And I remember spending weekends where we'd both be reading and Dad would be faffing about the house.
Faffing.
Oh, you faffing?
Yeah.
He was probably doing important things like feeding me. But she gave him Rambo, First Blood to read because she thought he'd enjoy that. And it sat open to page 118 for literally years under his coffee table. Like, he just got to that point and then never any further.
And that's a movie your dad would have liked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really gone off topic, this.
Sorry. That was
no, that's all right. I think off topic is our brand.
Yeah. What book did you used to love but you don't love now?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it because...
Anything by J.K. Turfling.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, The Casual Vacancy, I'll say it now.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed The Casual Vacancy, and now all of that is ruined, along with any childhood romance with Harry Potter.
No, I really think specifically... I mean, no, Harry Potter, because Harry Potter's talking about racism, I guess. But when you're, like, deliberately arguing that unfortunate people should get a better role and that you don't actually believe that the most unfortunate people should get a better role.
Yeah, like, it's really her whole point of view is
Like,
undermined.
It does. And did I miss the point of that novel? Like,
No, she's just an asshole and thinks that some people aren't people.
yeah, like, so yeah, too bad. I just can't deal with the hypocrisy of that.
Yeah, she ruined it.
She did, and like actually ruined. Like, I'm not just being some like PC.
Yeah, it's not about cancel
Like,
culture.
it-
And I often say this when we talk about this. It's not even that I'm cancelling someone, it's that I'm no longer interested in what they have to say because they're clearly bastards.
Yeah,
And she's done that retrospectively to things I've already read. Good job, Turfling.
yeah. Go fuck yourself.
And number 14, what book do you still need to read that you think you'll love? All of them.
Lots.
See the giant stack behind us? All of those. Specifically, let me pick one specific one that I'm super excited about. Oh, The Lost Future of Pepper Harrow, Normal People, Frankenstein.
You think you'll love Frankenstein?
Yeah, why not? What's your problem? Mosquito?
It's just like
The
throw an
Little
emo
Stranger?
kid in.
Girls Burn Brighter, Black Leopard Red Wolf, Catch 22.
Oh, Black Leopard, Red Wolf. That's a good one for me.
How We Disappeared, Franny Langton. Just so many. So many.
I'm going to go for The Red Sphinx by Alexander Dumas. I love Dumas.
You do.
I do. Dumas is one of my favourites.
Haven't got to that one yet.
I haven't got to that one yet. It's a relatively new translation of a novel that we've never had in English.
Ooh, so exciting.
It's probably 2 or 3 years old now. Yeah.
Just a good one. Number 15, list all the books you love but didn't want to be like me and list more than one book per question. All the books I love.
Yeah, okay. Look, there's a link to my Goodreads. You can click on books I've read and you can sort it by star rating.
I love all the books. I don't star rate them in Goodreads because even the shit ones I love reading. It's all good. It's all good.
Do you know, it was really interesting. We bag Catcher in the Rye all the time, right? We don't really like that book.
No, I hate it. I hate the protagonist. Hate the book.
But Juan did a review of it, and I really enjoyed his review and the ideas he had, and
yeah, it's still like something to talk about.
Yeah, I still got joy from a book that I
think is a piece of shit.
And then on top of that, whenever we pick on him, other people pick on Holden Caulfield.
Because no one likes Holden Caulfield, let's be fair.
Give us your best Holden Caulfield insult in the comments. Anyway, is that the last?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
We didn't actually list any extra books, but let's just not be ridiculous. Our videos go for a long time anyway.
We love all the books. All of them.
Everybody was tagged by Summer originally, so if you see this and want to do this tag...
You've already been tagged by Summer.
Yeah,
don't
bother mentioning us. No, actually do that. That'll be good for our analytics or something. Be nice to us, do all the things, hit the subscribe button.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, send them here, say hi.
Anybody who gives us a thumb down because we bagged J.K. Rowling, because it always happens.
Fuck off.
You're not wanted. Unsubscribe from us.
Hate your turfy face.
If you just disagree with us and you moved on, that's fine. But if you got angry and defensive and gave us a thumb down, just unsubscribe and leave. Yeah.
Hate your turfy face.
Turfs suck. On that cheery note, bye. I feel like you're waving ironically.